morning, everybody. I don't know why I started off like that. Welcome on back. Hope you're doing well, having a fantastic day out there. I just finished mowing the lawn, trimming the bushes, trying to get everything neat, clean, looking nice. So let's dive into a little bit of low ones and sixes. We're listening to the track The Innocents, 11th studio album released in 2015. We are listening to this track because it was suggested and sponsored by Yerk Floor. Thank you so much for the support and for the recommendation. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and dive into the oral journey that typically is low. We'll discuss it after. Here we go. Right into it. Bass replace the strum.
To begin with, there's the two of us.
That vocal line.
Never minded the world. With the armor of a few of us, losing everything to hold. All you innocent.
I got you.
Make a run for it. All you innocents might be done for it. All you innocents make a run for it. All you innocents might be done for it.
Just that little pickup. It's a cool way to kind of pick up the beat a little bit there. Okay, this track feels to me like a pop song in the way of Low and how they create music. You know, they're very unique brand of creating sound, and like I said in the beginning, kind of like an oral experience. Like they really create something incredibly unique to them. But this is basically like a pop song in their style, and I think that that's really cool because it's catchy. It's very singable. It's not so harsh and experimental as maybe some of the other sounds we've heard from them. So it's not like off-putting to a general audience, but I think it's still unique enough, and it kind of shows off their brand of style and sound in a way that is I think generally palatable to a general audience and would be able to pull them in really nicely and kind of being a good introduction. Actually, this would be a great introduction to the band. Okay, one thing I really like is how the main melody changes throughout the song. In the first minute and 30 seconds or whatever, first it's led by that strum, which I'm going to pull up another song. I've mentioned it many times before, but I'm going to mention it again. That specific slow strum of a guitar, and especially when it's put through some sort of atmospheric filter or pedal effect or whatever it might be, I've always loved that ever since I first heard one of, I think, the most beautiful songs ever, Drugged by Bass Communion. And in the kind of climax, a strum is used. Let's see if it's here. Might be a little later. There it is. Ever since hearing that song many years ago, I've always been in love with the slow strum, letting that sound go out and echo and sustain. And so when they do it here in Innocence, I'm immediately captured. I'm immediately loving that. And so I love how that's the first, I guess you could say, main instrument that kind of creates the melody. Of course, you have, the sound underneath, that almost smash trip hop beat that's happening under there, that smash to distress. It's like, bum, 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 bum. That's a very Massive Attack back there. But that strum is kind of the main driving melody at that particular point. And of course, you have the really wonderful singing that comes on top, and it's very catchy, very ethereal, feels great. And then after the strum goes away, you have this little pickup. And actually before that, it was the bass first, and then it goes to that pickup. So I thought that little progression, while pretty much maintaining the same thing rhythm-wise and such before that, is actually a really cool way of creating this. And then as it goes on, then that pickup there is replaced with some singing. There's a backing vocal that's just one long sustained atmospheric note in the back, and that takes over the melody. So it's really cool how the melody itself progresses in a very focused way, but also a very thorough way, because it changes the sound of what's to come and the atmosphere that's built around it, but maintaining some sort of continuous statement, because the rhythm, for example, never changes, and it kind of keeps the same. So I have that very filtered background vocal there. I think that's a really creative way of just moving things along and creating a nice progression and growth in the track. And I love how this feels. The album cover is very isolated. To me, it looks like winter with this perhaps a dead, or it looks like actually a leaf, but just the veins of the leaf. Of course, all the green part is gone. And so I think that this track actually really captures that. It's a little cold, but it's comforting as well, and it's very artful. Like I said, I think that this track is very, very catchy as well. Also, as we move into the lyrics, all you innocents make a run for it. All you innocents might be done for it. If I did not have the lyrics in front of me, I wouldn't have heard all you innocents. I actually heard, are you innocent? It kind of sounds like that. Gotta get to where she starts singing. Should be coming up soon here. Doesn't it kind of sound like Are You Innocent? So perhaps that's intended, and it could kind of change the meaning. All you innocents make a run for it, might be done with it. To begin with, there's the two of us, never minding the world, with the armor of a few of us, losing everything to hope. All you innocents make a run for it. All you innocents might be done for it. So this is really the only line that changes. And it's interesting how basically they kind of repeat a verse, so I guess you could argue that this is a chorus. So it's chorus, chorus, verse, chorus. Once again, a pop song, but done in their particular way with their branding. So all the innocents making a run for it, you might be done. There's the two of us, never minding the world, with the armor of a few of us, losing everything to hope. Losing everything to hope. Hope is typically seen as a good thing. But what could you lose to hope? Hope makes you look ahead. Hope makes you look towards the future. So perhaps you lose the present.
That's the old pepper boy. That's the old pigeon. That's putting it over the old plate, boy.
Maybe you look so far ahead, envisioning what could be, and you ignore what's right in front of you. Give me another.
Please clap.
And in doing so, perhaps I'm trying to tie this into the title of the track. Perhaps you damage those innocents around you because you're looking for too far ahead. Something like that. I gotta tell you, honestly, I think I nailed that one. You let me know. The comments down below what you thought, how you felt listening to the track. Yerky Floor, thank you so much once again for the support. I think I'm not tooting my own horn, but call me Coltrane, because I think that one, I got that one. Nailed it.